Hello, this is a little video on one example of using the double angle formulas. So we've established already that the three double angle formulas that we'll be using are the sine double angle, which is right here, sine of 2 theta equals 2 sine theta cosine theta. The double angle for cosine that we will use is cosine squared minus sine squared. Of course, there are two more which you can check your notes for. And last but not least, the tangent double angle formula is this 2 tangent theta divided by 1 minus tangent squared. So my example that we're going to take a look at here is this. Let's say we've got information given about an angle. Sine of theta is equal to negative 2/3, and that theta is in quadrant 4. All right, your job here is to calculate sine of 2 theta, cosine of 2 theta, and the tangent of 2 theta. So your first job would be to build a little right triangle, and on that right triangle take the information that's given, this stuff right here, and place them on the appropriate sides of the right triangle. If you take an angle in quadrant 4, all right, and we build a little right triangle as if it were in quadrant 4, then we place the sides, or label the sides, so that the sine is 2/3, so here's 2, here's 3, so the opposite over the hypotenuse would be 2, 3. Then we can work out with the Pythagorean theorem what the third side would be, square root of 5. Okay, so we've got now all three sides of the triangle labeled, and we can easily then figure out what the sine of the angle is. Well, actually, we already were told that. And then we can figure out here that the cosine of the angle is square root of 5 over 3, and that the tangent of the angle is 2 divided by the square root of 5. Make sure that we have quadrant 4 in mind when we say that the sine is negative and that the tangent is negative, but the cosine is positive. So when we work out the sine double angle, it's simply a matter of using the formula and plugging in those numbers. Negative 2/3 for the sine, root 5 over 3 for the cosine, and multiply them all across, you get negative 4 root 5 over 3. Pretty easy. It's just a matter of making sure we plug the correct numbers in. Let's take a look at the cosine double angle problem. We will be using cosine squared minus sine squared, and once again, it's just a matter of plugging in the cosine, which is root 5 over 3, and squaring that, and then we subtract, and we have negative 2 over 3 for the sine, and we square that. When we square the cosine, we get 5 over 9. Square the sine, we get 4 over 9. 5 over 9 minus 4 over 9 equals 1/9. So the cosine of 2 theta is positive 1/9. Okay, let's move on to the tangent one. Tangent, here's our formula for tangent. 2 tangent theta over 1 minus tangent squared. And we had figured out previously that the tangent of the angle is negative 2 over root 5. And I'm not even going to worry about rationalizing the denominator at this point. We'll take care of that later if we need to. So 2 times the tangent, 2 times negative 2 over root 5. And then on the bottom of the fraction we have 1 minus tangent squared, so 1 minus negative 2 over root 5 squared. And so our big numerator up here is negative 4 over root 5, and our numerator is 1 minus 4/5. Well, we can figure out what 1 minus 4/5 is. That's pretty easy to figure out. That's just 1/5. So our fraction, as we then take a look at that to try and simplify our fraction a little bit, we have negative 4 over root 5 divided by 1/5, and I can easily calculate that, or simplify that I should say, by just taking the top fraction, negative 4 over root 5, and multiplying by the reciprocal of the bottom fraction. So I have negative 4 over root 5 times 5 over 1. That's going to give me just negative 20 over root 5. And now would be a good time to rationalize this denominator here. So let's take a look at that. That's multiplying by root 5 over root 5, and that's easy to do. I get negative 20 root 5 over 5, which simplifies down to just negative 4 times root 5, and there's my answer there. Tangent of 2 theta equals negative 4 root 5. So just to sum everything up here, we've got sine of 2 theta was negative 4 root 5 over 3. Cosine of 2 theta was 1/9, and tangent of 2 theta is negative 4 root 5. So just keep this in mind, folks. These formulas here for double angles are just there for you to use. You just to review the process here, the very first thing that you want to do is go back and construct a right triangle with the information given, and then you have to fill in to find the third side. This gives you all the values that you need to plug into those formulas, and then from there it's just a matter of plugging numbers into the formulas and simplifying your results as much as necessary. Okay, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed that quick example. See you next time.